Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another close-up review. So this one is the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle from Kelly T. Smith. So I first want to thank everybody on my channel, especially There and Back Again, Hermit, and several others, because I didn't even know this deck existed. I actually was doing another deck from Kelly T. Smith that just came out. It's a new release, Guiding Light Oracle. And if you missed that close-up review and bonus reading, I'll put the link in the description box. But when I posted this, everybody was saying, do you have her other deck? And I was like, no, I do not. But now I do. And I love the tone of her decks. So I didn't really think twice when other people recommended it. So I just want to thank you so much. But I did not know of this. And thank you for bringing it to my attention. I actually was thinking while this was being shipped to me, I couldn't wait to use the two together. So if you're interested in seeing how that works, I'm definitely going to post a video right after this, and I'll put that in the description box too. But I was thinking of using these two together, like even before this one arrived. So I'm going to see how that plays out and works out. So I'll put that in the description box too, right after I do that video, right after this. Okay, so let's get into the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. So this is a deck from Kelly T. Smith. You turn it over, it's 77 cards and a 208-page guidebook. Look within and receive messages from your guides, angels, as you travel your path to greatness. Yeah, so this is really about if you're ready to go within to ask the right questions. And I'm all about you have the answers. You're tapping into your own inner light, inner wisdom, and your guides and your angels, and to go within for that. So I love that this is the tone of the book about personal transformation, healing with the Intuitive Life Oracle. Yeah, I really love this. So you can really listen to your own inner guidance and wisdom. Yeah, she's saying the same thing on your intuition. 77 beautiful illustrated cards, accompanying guidebook. Yeah, so I'm going to show you all the cards, 77 cards we'll go through. And then we'll tap into the guidebook. We'll do a bonus reading at the end. So it's a large box. These are larger decks and larger cards, which I really love. Big cards. Here's the guidebook, which is almost like a paperback. So you dive in here, and time to lighten up. I love that. So time to lighten up. This message will be right on the card, so you can use your intuition right away. You may be taking life too seriously. So it's going to go into a whole explanation, but I love these intuitive life coaching questions at the end, where you ask yourself questions. So in what areas of your life are you taking things too seriously? In what ways could you lighten up and bring in more joy and laughter? And how amazing, because in every reading almost that I do for the channel, we always get cards that say, you know, uplift your spirit, lighten up. That's why I do those spirit pick-me-up readings and everything else. But I love these messages. I really resonate with the tone of her messages. Natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It is a part of your life's path. Here is your intuitive life coaching questions. What qualities do you have that make you a natural born leader? Do you feel worthy of leading others? If not, why is this? Interesting, right? So I really love those coaching questions at the end, because you dig deeper for yourself and uncover, like excavate. I always call it excavating. So these are the cards. They're not gilded. They're large cards. So these are the backs of the cards. Everything feels very gentle and already putting you, it's like intuitive state, if that's a word. Okay, so let's get into it. So speaking up. Your soul is guiding you to stand in your light and speak your truth. Yes, yes, yes. I love the tone of the messages. Metamorphosis. Like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you're about to get your wings. Yes. Self-love. You're learning that your capacity to love others is directly related to your ability to love yourself. Wow. We'll see. We'll do a bonus reading at the end. The void. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain within through an addiction. Oh, wow. That's so true. Awakening. You are no longer letting people dictate and run your life for you. Intuition. You are learning to embrace and trust your inner knowing. Universal flow. It is time for you to slow down, breathe, and take time to smell the roses. Spiritual gifts. You are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts. Hidden treasures. You have brilliant, untapped potential just waiting to be explored. Yeah, I fully resonate with the tone. Trust and forgiveness. It is time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. Natural born leader. You were born to lead others. It is part of your life's path. Oh, and it's card 11. Interesting. Surrender. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. Judgment. You are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. Obsession. It is time to get out of your head and back into your heart. Core values. Follow your heart and make your values a priority. Approval. Choose to approve of yourself and others will too. That is a big one. Self-love. Nourishment. You are being asked to take time out for self-care. Past life connection. You are currently healing past life wounds. Wake-up call. You're about to discover your life purpose. Spiritual teacher. You're being guided to step into your role as a spiritual teacher. Old soul. You have lived many lifetimes and gained wisdom beyond your years. Creative projects. It's time to get things done. Make your creative projects a priority now. Restlessness. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Authentic self-expression. Be true to who you really are, and your life will change in the most amazing ways. Heavenly helpers. I love that. Your spiritual team is guiding you through this difficult situation. Rejoicing. You have learned how to make the most out of life. Yes. Celebration. Take time out to celebrate. Boundaries. You're learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. Connection. You are very connected to the heavenly realms. Shooting star. You are a shooting star. You're about to step into your fullest potential. Automatic negative thoughts. You're learning to take charge of the thoughts you choose to give life to. Reconciliation. This relationship, friendship, or partnership can be saved. Recognition. Someone deserves to be recognized for all that they do. Source. Your connection to Source is the light and love that shines through you and leads the way. Yes. Healing with nature. Your soul yearns to be outside in nature around the healing waters, flowers, and trees. Perception. You are getting ready to have a shift in perception that will change everything. Fear. Your fears are keeping you from moving forward into the life that you deserve. Nicely put. Time to lighten up. You may be taking life too seriously. The magic touch. You are accessing true magic from deep within. Visionary. You're learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into action. Power struggle. You may be involved in a power struggle between two or more people. Dark night of the soul. You are in the midst of a spiritual awakening. Education is an important part of your soul's development at this time. Synchronicities. Allow the magic to unfold as synchronistic events lead you in a new direction. Love that. Career transition. Your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. New door. Your prayers have been answered and a new door is being held open for you. I like that. It's being held open for you. Universal mind. You are about to receive the solution to your problem of concern. Unwavering faith. I love that. You are being asked to have faith in the unseen. Yes. I love that card. Tough love. It is time to tell the truth about something you've been avoiding. Self-sabotage. You may be creating pain for yourself by standing in your own way. I love how they're not all positive. You know, it's all sides of everything. Empath. You may be confusing other people's energy with your own. Oh, that takes work. Oh my goodness. Okay. Auric field. It is time to call in energy protection to shield, clear, and strengthen your aura. Soul group. You are getting ready to unite with members of your soul family. The journey. You are learning that every challenge you face has a hidden gift inside. Entrepreneur. Be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. Mirror. Everything that's happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. Old habits. An old habit may be keeping you from moving forward. Parting ways. It may be time to move on from this person or situation. positive life changes. Positive life changes are ahead if you choose to trust in the process. Angel numbers. Oh my gosh. If you're not familiar with my channel, every time I do a video, pretty much a reading, whatever the length of the video is, I look up the angel number. And I have that angel number website that I share on the channel all the time. I always pay attention to synchronistic numbers. Look up the angel number message, the angel message to that number. Anyway, because you're going to find more than 1111, 333, you know, any number, look it up. There's a message in there. It's interesting. Okay, pay attention to the signs. Your angels are trying to deliver a message. Support team. 2 minds are better than 1. 3 minds are better than 2. And 4 minds are unstoppable. Limiting beliefs. The situation calls for reprogramming your belief system. Wishful thinking. You are learning how to manifest a life that you desire. Seeker of truth. You can feel the hidden truth behind your circumstances. Karma. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. Hibernation. Your soul needs time alone for meditation and rest. Spiritual growth. You're currently experiencing a lesson required for your spiritual evolution. Resolve. This is a period of indecision and inner conflict. It's time to make a decision. Environment. Now is a good time to clear, cleanse, clean, and declutter your environment. Universal bank. Everything you need to thrive is already there. Everything you need to thrive is already there. Inner child. You are currently healing old emotional wounds. We're almost done. Earth shifts. You are very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you experience all that she does. Yeah. You're going to, this is so, especially if you feel energy, you may be really sensitive to energy fluctuations. And I'm finding even people who are not spiritual are, like when the barometer changes, like the ups and downs of pressure and storms, and we feel it bodily and everything. You're connected with what's happening on the earth, but even the weather, how it's been, I'm just noticing, because the weather has gotten even stranger, that we're all even affected to that as well. You're very connected to Mother Earth, and as such, you experience all that she does. Okay, energy healer. Your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. This is a repeating message for right now. Your natural ability to heal yourself and others is needed now. Increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. Mentor. You're about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction of that. Soulmate. The relationship is a match made in heaven. And generosity. Giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Yeah, giving from your heart with no strings attached is what is needed now. Generosity. How beautiful. So this, we just went through 77 cards. This was Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. So let's tap in and do a reading for all those who are on the channel. So we're going to use our intuition, and then we'll go in the guidebook and we'll see the expansive meanings. Now, even though they're large cards, they're easy to shuffle. They're softer. They're soft. I mean, they're thick cards, but they're easy to shuffle. You can always shuffle sideways if you have smaller hands. I just want to give you that tip. If you see me shuffling like this, you can go sideways if you can't get your hands around it. But, okay, so let's get some messages for Intuitive Life Coaching. Let's get some messages right now for all of us, tapping into our energy, all who may be watching the video. Oh my gosh, you hear all the sirens back there? Let's get some messages. And then after, I'm going to do a reading with both decks after this, a separate video. And I'll put it in the description box. But here we'll just do the bonus reading with this deck. And we'll go into the guidebook and see. We'll first use our intuition, and then we'll go in the guidebook for the expansive meanings and the intuitive coaching, life coaching questions. I love those questions to ask yourself at the end. You know, not just the expansive meanings, but the questions to ask yourself. Because it's really interesting how if you just take a moment to ask yourself a question, you know the answer. I always get that. You already know the answer. You do. You're so wise and touch like you know. If you ask yourself a question, you'll be amazed like what comes up, the clarity you get. You understand. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What are the messages that want to come out? Ooh, got stuck. Okay, so let's see. What are the messages that want to come forth for right now? For all who find this video. Ooh, that almost fell out. going to be shown. Ooh, okay, karma. Oh gosh, we're getting karma? Getting karma? Oh gosh, getting out of this karma. These are two cards that just immediately fell out. So we're getting karma and surrender. Interesting. So karma, you may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. And surrender is release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. So right now we could be going through a lot of karmic things going on here. You're involved in situations that require justice, fairness. There's a point that we need to surrender. And let's just get a third card here. I feel like we're playing cleanup of a lot of karma. Clearing a lot of karma. There's a lot to surrender with what is right now as we're cleaning out and dealing with situations that require fairness and justice. I know directly they were always calling it an excavation and a healing of everything karmic-wise so we can get past it. So there is some level of surrender of the process, or, you know, the process of coming out of karmic situations and celebration. Oh my gosh. So we're going from karma, where literally you may be involved in situations that require justice and fairness. Surrender to the process, you know, release and surrender all control. Let nature take its course. It's a divine process happening that's leading to celebration. Take time out to celebrate. So let's get into the messages here. So we have karma, surrender, and then celebration. So if this is the process, let's tap into karma and see what they're saying here in the book. For you may be involved in situations that require justice, fairness. It's a time to surrender a little bit, not over control. Remember, you're within divine timing, co-creating, you know, with the divine. And there's points of celebration. Take time out to celebrate, which was even when they said take time out to uplift your spirit. But let's get to karma. So we're definitely in situations that require justice, fairness, resolution is the word that I'm getting, that we're resolving. But let's see what she says, okay? Because we're in the process of clearing out and correcting and bringing things to a new level of fairness and justice. There's a point where we need to, it's not all in our control, so surrender with the process. And along the way, look for ways to uplift your spirit, but also there will be, when we resolve things like this, it's like a celebration that we got through the process. But let's see what they say in the book. That's just what I'm getting on the side. So karma. You may be involved in a situation that requires justice or fairness. You know that saying, what goes around comes around? This is how karma works. All right, when I was a kid, can I tell you, one of the spirit messages I used to get was, what goes around comes around, so let it be love. And I mean, I'm talking about like when I was a preteen, what goes around comes around, so let it be love. So it was like always act from that place, because what goes around comes around. And not to the person, like if you're, what goes around comes around, if you're giving love and everything to one person, it doesn't mean that person's going to reciprocate, but you'll get it from elsewhere. So that was something, what goes around comes around, so let it be love. I used to get that all the time. Okay, so here we go. That's what I mean. Like, I really resonate with her tone and what's in here. Okay, so you know, let me go back to the book. You know that saying, what goes around comes around. This is how karma works. Karma is simply a philosophy based on the idea that what you give, you get. What you put out into the universe comes back to you. If you are in a situation that requires justice or fairness, this card has come to you today to remind you that this balance is already taken care of. There's no need, look at this surrender. There is no need to try to prove someone wrong or take matters into your own hands, because we're all creating our own karma. If a person is doing something that's unfair or is hurting someone else, they will eventually have this energy returned to them tenfold. So there's the surrender. You don't have to burden yourself with like you are the one that has to, so they will eventually have this energy returned to them tenfold. This card could also be a reminder to be mindful of what you are sending out into the universe. If you feel like you have bad karma with someone around you, use this time as an opportunity to clear the energy between you and the other person. Surrender. Ask for guidance to understand your role or soul lesson in the situation. As you shift the energy you are investing in these upsetting circumstances, you might be surprised to find that the situation resolves itself. Like you're not feeding it, instead you're surrendering. Remember that what we reap, we sow. So make sure to know to sow what you want to reap. Okay, so remember that what we reap, what we sow, so make sure to sow what you want to reap. these are the intuitive life coaching questions. Here's questions to ask yourself. What do you feel your role is in the situation? How are you contributing to its energy in dysfunction, in its toxicity? How can you neutralize this energy? I love this next card. And if you're unable to do that, how can you skillfully remove yourself? How beautiful. Those are questions to ask yourself. And the next card was surrender. So there's a lot about like surrendering your investment and adding extra to karmic situations, to just let go and not add to it. Here we have 12. Just remember, what goes around comes around. Let it be love, right? Okay, so 12, no matter what. 12, surrender. Release and surrender all control and let nature take its course. You've done all you can do. I love that. You've done all you can do. This situation calls for you to release and surrender control. When you are no longer trying to control things and you allow them to take their natural course, everything begins to align for your higher good. What you think you need and what is for your highest good are two different things. So be open-minded and willing to look at the bigger picture. Ask your wiser self about what is in your highest good, as well as the highest good of everyone involved. Step back and let go, and you will see the circumstances begin to move of their own accord. The current situation involves the fate of many. You are not meant to control it. When you let go and ask for the highest good to unfold for everyone involved, you may be surprised at what happens next. Know that Spirit is in charge, and when you surrender and trust that everything will work out, everything will shift in a way that is even better than you had hoped for or could have predicted. And these are the intuitive life choices, coaching questions to ask yourself. What do you need to surrender or release? Over what or whom are you exerting too much control? How are you trying to control your current situation? And why do you feel the need to control it? Wow. And the last one is 27, celebration. I love the questions that you have to ask yourself. And I love how everything is, I love the tone of these messages. I love them. Okay, 27, celebration. Take time out to celebrate. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing that. This card showed up today to congratulate you on something you're doing right. It is far too easy to focus on all the things that we need to do and forget about how much we have actually accomplished. You've worked hard to get where you are. You have done the inner work and taken the action steps required. You've come a long way on your journey. If you have yet to reap the rewards for all your hard work, you soon will. Take time out today to celebrate as things are about to shift for you. Acknowledge just how far you've come and give yourself credit for all the amazing accomplishments in your life. The celebration card could also be a reminder to acknowledge the feelings of having already achieved what you've been working towards, even if you have yet to reach your goal. When you allow yourself to visualize and feel the feeling of the successful outcome you desire, you draw that outcome to you. So consider this as confirmation that you are right where you are supposed to be. Today is a day of celebration. What are we celebrating, you ask? Well, we are celebrating you. The sun is out, the clouds are gone, and the birds are singing their praises. Feel the warm glow of your success. And here's the intuitive life coaching questions. What have you asked? What have you accomplished that you are not celebrating? What holds you back from acknowledging this accomplishment? What successful outcome are you wanting or working to create? Can you imagine the outcome in this moment, even if its completion is still a long way away? How beautiful. These three cards, you can read into this for big stage issues and also what's going on in the world around us, and also for very personal things that are going on in your life. Karma, surrender, and celebrate. How gorgeous. So I was reading from this guidebook, Kelly T. Smith, and there's 77 cards in here. This was the close-up review of this deck. I really love, let's not cover the celebration. I love this celebration. So these were the cards. These are the backs of the cards, 77 cards. This was the guidebook I was reading from, and it will come in a very huge box here. But I really love the tone of these messages. And like I said, right after this, I'm going to be doing another bonus reading combining her two decks, the new release of the Guiding Light and this one. So I'll put that in the description box once that's completed. But this has been the close-up review of the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle from Kelly T. Smith. Thank you all on my channel for recommending this deck for me, because to put on the channel as well. I really love her tone. and her decks. I think that it's like all inclusive. You can use it in so many different ways, and I love the questions in the book to dig deeper with yourself. So it's an oracle. You can use an oracle reading and dive deeper, and I just love it. So this has been the close-up review, Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle from Kelly T. Smith. Take care. Bye-bye.